Hello everybody, I hope you're having a great time studying the Unit 2, the interaction function. So remember my kitchen, beautiful kitchen that we have here with lots of things. I have 4 ovens and some books here with recipes, and here I have a room where I am going to put here very quickly a button, which I don't know exactly where I have them, by the way. I have to find them. There they are. I'll put it here, and let's go back. Okay, so here is a presentation. If I click, we will go immediately to the presentation. Here is another example. This is a girl practicing surfing, and here is another example of a boy jumping, and he's doing an ollie because with this foot he's sliding the board, so it makes the board goes up like if it was flying.
Hi, I would like to know something about the interaction function. Can you please explain it to me?
Of course, but first of all, you have to know that the interaction function is very easy to learn. You have to remember some words like control, coordination, our brain, and our 5 senses, and also our muscles and our skeleton. That's a lot of information. Please, could you go slower? Because I don't understand a thing. Could you start from the beginning? If you don't start laughing, I will not understand a thing. Please, can you explain it to me? Start from the beginning. Okay, I will start from the beginning. So, first, we use our 5 senses. Imagine you see something, and you receive a stimuli. That goes to your brain, and there you process it. Let me see if I understand the idea. So, first I see something, I then send it to my brain. Is that correct? Yeah, more or less. You see something, or you can also hear something, or smell something, and that information goes to your brain.
In this unit, we are studying 4 aspects: the definitions, stimuli and responses. And let's say this part, number 1, is like an introduction, and then we will see the sensory system, the 5 senses, later the nervous system, and finally the musculoskeletal system. So now in this presentation, we're only going to focus on number 1. But remember, with the interaction function, you can practice sports. But the interaction function happens with all the animals. They play, they help each other, they care about each other as well, they communicate, and also sometimes they fight. 2 words that are key in this function are control and coordination. We need to control and we need to coordinate our actions. And it's very easy. First, you receive some information from the environment, a stimuli, can be any type. We will see examples now. You process that information in your brain and you respond. So you get some information, you process that information, and finally you answer in some way. Normally it would be a movement, but there can be also internal responses like glandular responses. Let's see an example. This boy is freezing because it's very cold outside, and he's only wearing a t-shirt with short sleeve. So we have here a stimulus from the environment, which is the temperature. The boy processes that information, and what would you think if you were in that situation, that you should get a good jacket and probably a scarf, a hat, some gloves, whatever. So your brain thinks and you make a decision. Finally, you respond and you get all that things that you need at that moment. You do an action, you make a decision. And that's it, basically. It's very easy to understand. So we have two types of stimuli. External stimuli that come from the outside. It can be a noise, it can be a smell, it can be the taste of a food, it can be a sound that you hear, and you get that information with your sense organs. We have 5 sense organs. And then finally we have the internal stimuli that comes from from your inside, from your body, and you get those information from the receptor organs. Could be an example would be a headache, like in this case. You see, she's having a headache. It could be a stomach ache or an ear ache, or some feeling from the inside of your body. We have also 2 types of responses. Motor responses, that they happens in the muscles. For instance, when you stretch your arms to catch a ball playing football, or when you jump, or when you run, or when you just walk, or even when you talk, because it's a movement of muscles. All the actions that you do are in the end a movement of muscles. And you also have a glandular response. For instance, when you sweat because it's very hot. This is an example of the sweat gland. So let's go back to our presentation room. Click here again. Check that everything is alright, and let's go back to our house. And remember, work hard. It's night time. I think I'm going to rest for a little bit. Work hard, but also remember to have fun. Thank you very much for watching.